Hello, readers of Every Word, and welcome to Every Word 365. I'm your host, Christina Madsen, and today we're reading Exodus 25 through 27. If God were small enough for you to control, He would be too small to help you in time of need. That is from my daily walk today. I know I am so guilty of praying for what I want and expecting God to give me what I want, when I want it, and how I want it. Anyone else? I should ask myself, who do I think I am? Instead, I now try to pray, if it is your will, God, and then pray for strength, wisdom, and courage to get me through whatever storm I'm in. There are a lot of phrases out there that conventional wisdom would say they're biblical. But as we read through every word of the Bible, I love being able to learn what really is and isn't in the Bible. One example of that is a phrase that many people say, and I know it's with good intentions: God will never give you more than you can handle. So I'm attaching an article that explains why it really isn't biblical. I agree with it wholeheartedly and find it very similar to my story. I now do my best to never say this phrase to someone else who is going through devastation. And of course, once again, I'm including a link to that article. Be curious to know your thoughts and what you think, and if you've ever heard that saying or if you've ever said that saying. On to today's reading. If you ever thought God didn't care about the smallest of details, think again. He is so detailed about every aspect of the tabernacle, which means dwelling place. How cool is it that thanks to Jesus, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit now dwell within us? Very thankful we don't have to take the tabernacle apart and put it back together again just to be in the presence of God. The purpose of the tabernacle of Moses was to provide a place where the people could properly worship God. Priests sacrificed animals on the altar in the outer court. The bread of the presence, the continually burning lampstand, and the offering of incense were all in the holy place. And once a year, the high priest would enter the Holy of Holies as part of the ceremony of the Day of Atonement. We're going to read all about this in Leviticus. At no other time was anyone to enter the Holy of Holies, as the presence of God dwelt with the Ark of the Covenant. When Jesus was crucified, the veil between the holy place and the Holy of Holies in the temple ripped from top to bottom. Just as he fulfilled for all time the sacrificial requirements, He ushered us into the presence of God. All of that is from a link on gotquestions.org about the tabernacle of Moses. And yes, a lot of that we're going to read coming up. But since we're starting about the tabernacle, I wanted you to know all about it. So read that link if you have time. Tomorrow is a break, a day off, or a day to catch up. Go read some of your paper-clipped parts if you have any. If not, be sure you read the Worship and Reflection page. Then Exodus 28 through 31 is for January 29th. Happy reading!